Coffee Club on News Channel 6, sponsored by Brown Electric. Caring for Carolina. Throughout the years, News Channel 6 has been honored to impact the lives of thousands of families in need. It's our way of giving back to the community we proudly serve. Sponsored by Aiken Regional Medical Centers. WJBF 6 Plus, now available on Samsung TV Plus. Time and temperature brought to you by Peachtree Pest Control, protecting what matters most.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4 in Columbia County. A closer look at water safety after a star high school soccer player drowns at Wildwood Park. Plus, a new volunteer team assisting law enforcement across South Carolina. What's different about Horry County search and rescue? And why the procedure to rent in Aiken may be changing. A closer look at the proposal and what it means for residents. As your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Brad is off today. Coverage you can count on begins with tributes continuing to pour in as the community reacts to the death of former Richmond County Sheriff Richard Roundtree. Roundtree was the county's first African-American sheriff. He served in that role for 12 years. Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams called Roundtree's leadership and dedication unparalleled. District Attorney Jared Williams says he admired Roundtree for not being afraid to do what he believed was right. And Commissioner Jordan Johnson says his leadership left a lasting mark on our community. Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced. Richard Roundtree was 57 years old. A Richmond County deputy was injured this morning in a violent collision on Bobby Jones Expressway. It happened in the westbound lanes. Deputies were at the scene of a vehicle fire when an oncoming vehicle struck the rear of the patrol car. One deputy was ejected but was conscious and alert at the scene and taken to the hospital for evaluation. A second deputy sustained minor injuries. Georgia State Patrol is investigating. The investigation continues into a weekend drowning at Wildwood Park after reports of a person in the water. It happened Saturday evening around 7:45 at Wildwood Park. Divers were dispatched to the scene. After several minutes, they pulled the body of 17-year-old Elijah Amubil from the water. He was a soccer player at Grovetown High School.
This particular situation happens like a lot of the other past situations, and they'll get the wise idea to try to swim across the cove without a life jacket on. And this happens year after year.
A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the victim's family. We have that link on WJBF.com. A new search and rescue team has begun operations in Horry County, providing assistance to investigations across South Carolina. Maddie Codesbody explains.
Local police departments now have an extra resource for missing persons, thanks to the all-volunteer Horry County Search and Rescue Team.
The idea for a local search and rescue team came from Jeff Anderson, following his move to the area 2 years ago.
There was a need for a highly trained and certified search and rescue team in the area. So with a few people, we started it up, and it's been growing ever since.
For the last year, the Horry County Search and Rescue Team has been training, making sure they were ready before becoming official. The members are all trained through the National Association for Search and Rescue, as well as being FEMA certified. Randy Turner, the team's deputy chief, says many people aren't aware of the importance of their team.
Everybody thinks when someone goes missing, you've got police, you've got fire, but they don't have the specialized training that we do. We do specialized training in loss of person behavior and other stuff that the fire departments and police just don't have time to do.
Although the team is not affiliated with the county, they operate exclusively at the request of official agencies, including state and local law enforcement agencies, fire departments, and emergency services. As part of their specialized training, the team also utilizes canines to help in a way that humans can't.
They can go out there, they can sniff for ground disturbance as well as human odor and help us bring a little bit more light to the situation as a good resource.
The team officially became active on April 1st, a milestone Anderson says he was grateful to finally reach.
I had no idea it would be like this. So it's amazing. It's amazing. To put something together like this is just a dream come true.
For members of the team, being involved isn't about the recognition or compensation.
It's not a hobby. We're not here together, but it's a group of people who feel the need to help other people.
This is 100% pure volunteer work that we all do here. There's not a dime coming into our pockets, and that is the way that we love it.
Time now for first check of weather with meteorologist Avery Gray.
Hey Jenny, it was a beautiful day yesterday. It's also a beautiful day today. Yesterday we reached a high of around 87 degrees, a bit of a chillier start to our morning at 46. And our Cherry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over downtown Aiken showing a little bit of cloud cover, but overall a nice day outside, a bit on that breezy side as we have a light breeze coming in as well. Temperatures in the low 80s for most of us across the CSRA, sitting at 82 in Augusta. We're at 83 in Millen across the CSRA, also seeing 81 in Lincolnton. Everyone right now in those low 80s as winds come in from that southerly direction, bringing us a little bit of warmth to our area, around an 8-mile-per-hour breeze at the moment. And for the rest of this evening, those temperatures going to climb to 85 by 6 p.m., dropping off to 74 by 9 p.m. But we have a huge warm-up ahead this week, and I'll have more details coming soon. Jenny?
All right, Avery, we appreciate it. This week, you'll be able to see. Next time on Jenny, how does this sound? 30 minutes to a fresher-looking you with no downtime. And did we mention it's non-invasive? There are no needles. The owner of Ivy Collaborative Healthcare tells us about M-Suite technology for physical and mental wellness. It's for women and men. These devices use magnets to treat all kinds of conditions, from improving anxiety to strengthening muscles, re-energizing the brain, destroying fat, even rejuvenating the face. We're not talking about like the mask with the red lights. This isn't that. This is still the magnetic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Using magnetic applicators to target those areas of the face to stimulate those muscles. The muscles that lift the face, not the muscles that bring the face down.
How much can you do with this area?
Oh my goodness. Give me 6 treatments.
Mega magnets.
Yes, yes. And so we're not talking about any needles with this either.
Yeah.
There's no bruising with this, and there's zero downtime.
Also, details about the annual Jernigan Memorial Golf Tournament, and the deadline for the 2026 Ryan Clark Scholarship Award is Friday. We'll hear from Ryan's mother tomorrow at 12:30 on Jenny. Next, a full recap of the Food City 500, plus a preview of tonight's WNBA draft.
Next, DT, it's bow time. You've had a sausage biscuit before, but have you had the smoked sausage biscuit from Bojangles? Slow-cooked smoked sausage is grilled and served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Another Bojangles biscuit that doesn't disappoint. Get 2 for $5 today. It's bow time.
Password 1234.
A live Viper 6 day planner, available on Facebook and WJBF.com. Sponsored by Jordan Trotter Facility Services and Property Management.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
For NASCAR driver Ty Gibbs, it was never a matter of if he would win, but when. That answer came Sunday in the Food City 500. Kenny Hawkins reports.
NASCAR was back in Bristol for short track racing, and it was the first time fans got a chance to see the new NASCAR 750 horsepower and low downforce package on the high banks for the Food City 500. Under perfect weather conditions, a pretty sizable crowd watched Ryan Blaney, the pole sitter, lead the field to the green flag. After an early spin by Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson would take advantage of a bobble from Blaney and jump out front. Larson would go on to outrace Christopher Bell to claim the checkered flag and the Stage 1 win. The third caution of the day came out when Bell, who was hit by a penalty, breaks a toe link after brushing the turn 4 wall and spins between turns 1 and 2 from the 26th position. On lap 160 at the 1/3 mark of the 500-lap race, Shane Van Gisbergen, John Hunter Nemechek, Todd Gilliland, and Alex Bowman got loose in turn 4 to bring out the 4th caution. It would end Bowman's day. And just like stage 1, Larson led them to the halfway point and the stage 2 checker flag. It was the 3rd time he swept the stages at Bristol. Blaney was running 2nd, Denny Hamlin in 3rd. Lap 188, the 5th caution would come out when Riley Hurst gets into the bumper of Kyle Busch in front of the leaders and spins him out coming out of turn 4 and down the front stretch. After the restart, Blaney in the number 12 Discount Tire Ford led the field again after starting from the pole position. With 23 laps to go in the race, Chase Elliott in the Hendrick Chevy, the circuit's most popular driver, got loose coming out of turn 2 and spins to bring out the caution flag. On the restart, Ty Gibbs was out racing Blaney and Larson, but with 7 laps to go, Busch gets payback on Hurst and spins him out for the 10th caution, sending the race into overtime. While in overtime, the grandson of former NFL Hall of Fame coach Joe Gibbs would hold off Blaney to capture his first ever NASCAR Cup Series victory by winning the Food City 500 checker flag. So Gibbs becomes the 54th different driver to win at Bristol and only the 6th to get their first win at the last great Coliseum. In Bristol, I'm Kenny Hawkins.
The WNBA draft is today, and the UCLA women's basketball team is well represented. This is video of the team arriving in New York ahead of today's draft. The Bruins could make history following their NCAA championship. They can become the first program ever to have 6 players taken in a single WNBA draft. The seniors are expected to be drafted in the 1st or 2nd rounds. It'll air on ESPN tonight at 7. The seniors from South Carolina women's basketball team have also been invited to the WNBA draft. In today's medical report, new research shows the hardest hits football players take. In today's medical report, new research shows the hardest hits football players take might not be on the field. Instead, the memory problems that come years later. Dave Packer reports.
A new study of nearly 4,000 former American football players found that after age 40, players had worse measures of cognition, including memory, problem solving, and planning, as well as measures of depression and emotional control compared to healthy people who didn't play the sport. The longer duration of play and the higher the level of play, the worse outcomes. Sports medicine experts recommend limiting full contact practices to 2 days per week, which can cut down on practice-related hits to the head and concussions. Programs like Heads Up Football, a training program for teaching high school football coaches how to avoid excessive head trauma, can also help keep players safe. Parents whose kids play football should make sure their child wears a properly fitting helmet, and if they take a hit, they should get checked by a medical professional for any symptoms, including confusion, headache, dizziness, or blurry vision. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dave Packer.
It has been 200 days since we last hit 90 degrees, and that's in our future for us this week. All of the details right after this quick break.
The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app.
Kroger always gives you more. It's Kyle's last spin on his turntable from college.
Yeah.
And the first day of Kira's new career in IT. It's the last tea party for Crystal with Miss Marshmallow.
Oh, wow.
And Sarah's first day of management training at Goodwill. When you donate items to Goodwill, you help provide skills training and career placement for people seeking to realize their potential. And the things you love get to start a new life too.
You'll find more ways to save every day at Kroger. Right now, you can save up to $1 per gallon at the pump with your fuel points. And you can save $20 on your first order when you try pickup or delivery with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. It was a dry Masters week, completely dry, not even trace amounts of rain. We had 0 inches of rainfall, And the last time that has happened was back in 2011. And so that is 15 years ago during Masters Week. The weather is typically a toss-up. Sometimes the days get rained out. So we are very grateful that it was a beautiful Masters Week for all of us, but we are in desperate need of that rainfall. Overall, satellite and radar showing some pretty dense cloud cover across our area. Overall, we are going to see a very beautiful day tomorrow as we get some clearing skies. Plenty of sunshine. We are seeing a few showers there towards Tennessee and the Mississippi River Valley area. Definitely need those showers to come over this way, but it's not going to. We're completely dry this week. Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam showing a nice day as many people are walking in downtown Aiken at the moment with temperatures 82 degrees, winds coming in from the south at 9 miles per hour. Everyone across the CSRA seeing those temperatures in the low to mid 80s as winds come in from that southerly southwesterly direction, around 13 mile per hour for the wind gust, a bit higher in Aiken at 19 miles per hour. And if you are headed out to the evening and saying goodbye to the Garden City, it is going to be beautiful weather as you leave. 82 by 5 p.m., cooling down to 77 by 8 p.m. Nice winds, not an issue for you, but you might have some issues to going home to the places you call home. You can see that here in the upper Midwest, also in the central southern plains. That continues into tomorrow as well, where it becomes a bigger region of severe weather. Just going to be some pretty nasty thunderstorms out there, so just make sure you have this in mind if that looks like anywhere you call home. But if you're like me and you call the CSRA home, it is going to get hot. We are heating up this week as we have that jet stream well to our north, allowing for a large plume of warm air to come into our area and taking our temperatures all the way up to 94 by Saturday. It is going to be hot this upcoming weekend, but thankfully our dew point's not going to be too terribly bad, still sitting there in that comfy range. But on our hottest day of the week, Saturday, we are still going to see some areas of elevated heat stress across the CSRA. So make sure that you are getting plenty of water. Go ahead and hydrate now, because it is going to be a hot weekend ahead, and we haven't had much of this heat. It's something we're not used to right now. So just make sure that you get your body adjusted for that. And speaking of heat, it's kind of reminding me of a certain time of year. We're just a few months away from hurricane season. Here's meteorologist Miller Hyatt with a look at what we might see.
Researchers from Colorado State University have just released their initial 2026 hurricane season forecast, and they're thinking that we're going to be seeing less activity in the Atlantic Basin, with 13 named storms, 6 becoming hurricanes, and 2 becoming major hurricanes. And this is all due to a developing El Nino, which can cause less activity in the Atlantic Basin due to wind shear. And we're also looking at below average sea surface temperatures in the main development region in the Atlantic. I'll have a closer look at what to expect this hurricane season on my latest Beyond the Forecast vlog. You can find that on WJBF.com under the Weather tab.
And Avery, it only takes one storm to make a season bad.
That's right. So we should all hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
All right, good advice. Coming up, how would you like to get punched in the stomach by a robot? China continues to push the limits of the technology. Next.
At Lionel Smith Limited, we can help you get the best in unique men's sportswear, formal wear, outerwear, shoes, accessories, and more. Follow Lionel Smith Limited on social media, and we'll share the very latest trends and in-store events. Lionel Smith, limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
Well, check this out. The newest humanoid robot is about the size of an average middle schooler, and it knows how to fight. It showed off its boxing skills at a conference in Hong Kong, and it has pretty good command of both English and Mandarin. The manufacturer says the robot model could serve as a teacher. I just don't know about that. That does it for us this half hour, but there are more top stories at 4:30 with these, including Congress back from a 2-week break. What's on their agenda as the partial shutdown continues.
The day my daughter was...
Amid the ceasefire with Iran...
Congress returns to Washington. The long list of items before them and the new legislation being considered. Also expanding a high school program statewide. Why some say it's one-sided and for conservatives only. Your news at 4:30 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4:30.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with President Trump taking action after failed peace talks. Time now for a first look at our weather with meteorologist Avery Gray. And it was a nice, pretty day Monday for everybody to relax after Masters before starting back to school tomorrow and some going back to work.
Yes, that's right, Dee. It was a beautiful day today. Going to continue to be a very nice evening as well. Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam right here outside of Television Park showing that there is a bit more cloud cover. Also some people on the roadways, of course. That's a heavy trafficked road right there at Wrightsboro and Bobby Jones Expressway. But overall, temperatures at 82 degrees in Augusta. Everyone's seeing those temperatures in the low to mid 80s across the CSRA. Seeing our northern counties a little bit cooler as we're at 80 degrees in Lincoln and Edgefield counties as well. Winds coming in from the south, giving us a light breeze around 9 miles per hour. This evening, temperature is cooling down to 71 by 9 o'clock this evening, but it is going to warm up as it has been 200 days since we last hit 90 degrees. And that is what we are expecting in the week ahead. We're hitting 90 by Wednesday. I'll have more on that warm-up coming soon. Dee?
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you in a few more minutes. Congress to see extra law enforcement officers along busy highways this week in South Carolina. The increased presence is part of Operation Safe Drive, a multi-state effort to reduce crashes and prevent unsafe driving behaviors. The state transport police will be working with local law enforcement agencies to focus on all traffic violations with an emphasis on reckless or distracted driving and vehicle compliance checks. Well, coming up in your Hollywood highlights, which movie made bank at the box office this weekend, plus a history-making event. Stay with us.
And you can expect a taste of summer this weekend as temperatures climb into the 90s. I'll have more on that coming soon.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most.
Streamed at any time, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
Turn your porch or patio.
Again, it's as simple as that.
The number one place to start your day is on the number one entertainment talk show. Live. Stop it. The number one place for your morning.
That math all makes sense to me.
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6.
Turn your porch or patio.
Good morning, Augusta. Weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
The Bowser name shall be feared once more.
This Super Mario Galaxy movie continues to outshine at the box office. After just 2 weekends, it's the first film of the year to pass the $300 million mark domestically and $600 million worldwide. The first part of 2026 is now the highest grossing first quarter of the year since before the pandemic in 2019. The P-pop girl group formed in 2019 through the Filipino show Star Hunt Academy. Some of their hits include And Pentropico. The group will return to the stage for Coachella's second weekend.
Man, I miss high school.
I don't.
The wait is over for Euphoria fans. The first episode of season 3 is now available to stream on HBO Max. This comes 4 years after the second season, which was released in 2022. The new season is set 5 years after the events of season 2. Episodes will drop weekly through May 31st. To Al Green, the legendary soul singer and songwriter, turns 80 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Al Green made some amazing music. Wow, well, he's Reverend Al Green now, so give him respect there. Well, today is the second day of jury deliberations in the land.
At Stanton, you get the best value. 2 pairs for just $79. A free eye exam
Anti-glare made same day. That's value you can actually see. Smart, simple, Stanton.
Call Ken.com. Let's do this.
At Stanton, we sell great frames. All sorts of frames. Over 1,000 frames, starting at just $79. I saved money, and I see great. Smart, simple, Stanton.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. In the upper Midwest, we are seeing portions under a tornado watch, also seeing that severe thunderstorm watch going on as well. But for us here in the CSRA, we've got nothing going on other than some cloud cover, and that's visible on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over Soap Creek Marina, seeing both of those upper level cirrus clouds as well as those puffy cumulus clouds a little bit lower to the ground there. Temperatures right now 82 degrees. Winds coming in due south at 9 miles per hour. Dew points 54. So on that lower side, humidity sitting at 38%. Everyone across the CSRA seeing those temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Tonight, you can expect those temperatures to drop down to 77 degrees by 8 p.m. And if you are leaving Garden City, you can expect some very nice weather as you leave, but you might run into some weather on your way home. For example, in the upper Midwest, where we were just seeing that tornado watch and those severe thunderstorm watches, that is under an enhanced risk for severe weather. That's going to be for all severe weather threats, so that includes hail, wind, tornadoes as well. Seeing that extending into the central and southern plains tomorrow for April 14th, and then this cold front in the system going to just move eastward, so we're going to start to see that severe weather track eastward each day after that. But if you call the CSRA home like I do, it is getting extremely hot. Jet stream staying well to our north thanks to high pressure, and that's going to allow for a lot of warm air and hot air to surge in from the south, and that takes our temperatures into the 90s this week. We're sitting at 90 degrees come Wednesday. We are warming up to 94 by Saturday. We do have a very quick cool down back to 78 come Monday. But one of the biggest things about this warm weather is our dew points are not going to be terrible. Still sitting in that comfy range as we head into Friday. But regardless of the dew point temperatures, our hottest day of the week, Saturday, we are seeing areas of elevated heat stress. So just make sure that you're staying hydrated throughout the week, because we haven't seen areas of elevated heat stress yet so far in the season. It's going to be very, very warm and something we're probably not used to this weekend. So 94 for your high on Saturday. Sunday, 88 degrees. We do have a 10% chance for an isolated shower on Sunday. Here's a look at that on the futurecast. Going to see a cold front move through, but really breaking up by the time it enters the CSRA, and that's not what we need. We desperately need rain, because this is our farmer's forecast and our drought monitor seeing areas of extreme, severe, moderate, and even dry drought there. But overall, just in desperate need of that rainfall for us across the area. Not really expecting to see much of it. Maybe a stray shower come Sunday with a 10% chance. But we are expecting to warm up nicely into this weekend. Go ahead and make your boat plans, your lake plans, your pool plans, because it's going to be warm enough. Yeah.
A lot of people are waiting for that. They can't wait.
That's right.
Thanks so much. Well, before we go to break, a look now at Chicago, Illinois, where future site of 60,000 feet of candy. Yes, we'll explain next.
Did you know Harold proposed in this very room 50 years ago this week?
Didn't he drop your ring?
Rolled right under the couch.
Okay, just one last thing.
You remember?
You're not just inviting us into your home. You're inviting us into your life.
I had saw Austin's commercial on TV. I looked his number up on the internet, and he got right back to me. He treats you like family. He is an awesome lawyer and a wonderful friend.
Coleman Services knows if your heating or plumbing goes out, you need help fast. Coleman Services, the CSRA. Whether you're in Thompson, Harlem, Evans, Augusta, or North Augusta, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. We treat your emergency as if it happened in our own home. At Coleman Services, you are priority number one. Life is hard enough. Let us deal with your heating and plumbing issues. Call Coleman Services, your plumbing and heating pros.
The National Confectionery Sales Association is building a Candy Hall of Fame over 3 floors in a building on Chicago Avenue in Chicago. Or Michigan Avenue. I'm busy looking at the footage, the picture there, because I'm just like, I've got to be there. It's on Michigan Avenue, of course, the Miracle Mile in Chicago. It will be 60,000 square feet of space with brands like Mars, which makes Snickers, Twix, M&M's, Wrigley, which makes Skittles, Starburst, and gum, Ferrera, which makes Nerds, Lemonheads, and Laffy Taffy, and Tootsie, and more, of course. The experiences inside are a secret for now, but they plan to open next summer and hope to draw 2 million visitors a year. I'm there. I'm all for it. What if they brought back like the old school candy, like the Chico sticks and the little penny gum candy and the hard candy? It was hard, and then bubble gum on the middle. What if they brought back all of those old school candies? That would be so wonderful. Oh, I am so there. Awesome. Well, that does it for this half hour, but there's more coverage you can count on coming up next at 5. A reminder about the necessity of staying safe while on the water, plus more top stories with Jenny.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
I'll see one at the intersection.